Hello, this time we'll be covering the Evaluate Annotation Text component. You can find it in the Rhino tab's Annotations section. After watching this video, you will know how to display different Rhino parameters on your annotations. Let's get to examples. Here is our script, and here is our Rhino model. Let's first talk about this section here. On the right, we have a building. We are using previously covered components to create dimensions on this edge here. If we click on the building floors, we can find that I have given each of them an user text value that represents the floor that they are. I will use the text field expression component to get the key value pairs and connect the field expression to the text override input of the linear dimension component. This will now display the floor numbers here. If I create a panel, you can see what the field expressions look like. This is also what is shown in the text override output. So if you want to use these values for something, you really can't. Let's move on to the next part. Here we are finally using the Evaluate Annotation Text component. The tooltip says, get the annotation text with the text field expressions evaluated. Now, for some reason, if I connect the linear dimension component here, we only get empty values. I even tested this with a content cache, and I pushed these into Rhino, and I still get the same result, an empty list. Now I find out that you need to bake the annotations to actually get the values with this component. I'm pretty sure that this is not intended behavior, but if I bake the model object and I use query model objects to get the annotations and then evaluate them, we can extract the values that they have. I recommend that you go back to the text field expression component and right-click on it to find what parameters you can actually use it for. I think that this is quite the sleeper component. It seems confusing and hard to use, but it has quite the power to display user texts on annotations. You should try it yourself. That is all for now. If you learned something, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.